Hi, my name's Richard Wearmouth and I'm the County Councillor for Morpeth Kirkhill and the Cabinet Member at NCC for the economy as well.
We're here at the Town Hall today. We're holding a consultation on the Morpeth Masterplan. Can you give us a bit of an idea of what the Masterplan is about?
Yeah, sure. So the Morpeth Masterplan was something that came out of the neighbourhood plan. The neighbourhood plan, when it was put into place through the referendum a couple of years ago, made two recommendations. The first was that there was some consultation and thought put towards a business improvement district, and the second thing was a master plan that was brought about that looked at key sites in the town and how services might be delivered for the coming years, and that's really what we're here now consulting on with the public.
So what particular areas will be covered? Could you mention individual sites that people might be interested in?
Yeah, well, what we've done is we haven't wanted to be too prescriptive and to come with our own ideas necessarily as to what we would do, but we want to listen to what the public experience in their town and how they think it might be improved. And so to that end, what we asked the team at in Estates at County Hall to do was to identify all the land that's owned by the County Council, the Town Council, and then other land that we might be able to access, as well as key sites within the town for possible sort of key project delivery. We've brought that here today, we've put it on boards, people have got the opportunity now to say where they would like things to happen, how they would like things to happen, and the next stage for us will be to go away with those thoughts, to crystallise them, and then in the early new year to come back and report back the findings of that.
Now you've only been open for a couple of hours and you're running until 8 o'clock tonight?
Absolutely, yes.
What sort of reaction have you had from people so far?
We've been absolutely overwhelmed with numbers of people. We've got, I think, about 10 or more people here today who can talk with people as they come in through the doors. Right from 2 o'clock onwards, we've been inundated. We've been overwhelmed with people's enthusiasm for the concept, overwhelmed as well by people's positivity and thoughts about what we could achieve, whether it's improved leisure facilities, wanting to know what's happening with the key sites, Benfield, Queen's Head, the library, old library buildings and so on, ideas around things that we could do to improve the offering of Carlisle Park, about things to do with the nighttime economy, you name it, it's come up in conversation here today.
Are there any particular elements of development that people are most concerned or anxious about? For example, housing?
Housing's come up to an extent, but only in the context of the fact that we have a lot of planning permissions that have already been given to houses in and around the Morpeth area. And now really, this plan, people have recognised, is about putting the infrastructure in place, and that was something that people always criticised previous administrations of the County Council for. They didn't have a plan for solving parking problems, for solving issues with school places, for identifying what we could do with leisure provision in a serious way, rather than pretending that there was some magic offering that could be put in place for an endless amount of money. People have been realistic in what they've been asking for, and it's been really interesting to listen to.
So there's no particular bees in people's bonnets, are there?
I don't think so, to be honest. I think that really people are just pleased to be being asked the question of what they would like to have in the town. Parking's been a little bit of an issue. It's something that we've been addressing from the moment that we came into powers and administration. Councillor Glenn Sanderson, who's the relevant portfolio holder in the Cabinet, has commissioned a study looking at the utilisation of car parking, and that's reporting back soon. At the next stage of this master planning process, we'll come back with ideas about how we solve that and where those additional spaces might be provided. We've had questions as well on the library. People are aware that the existing library building costs us quite a lot of money to rent, and looking at where we might be able to provide the facilities elsewhere in the town within buildings that we own. People have come and told us that they would like to see perhaps not wholesale new leisure centre facilities, but refurbishment of the existing facilities. I think people have been very pragmatic and realistic about that. They haven't been asking for the earth, they just want a fair deal for Morpeth in that context.
Now, politics aside, political colours aside, sometimes people have a bit of a natural distrust of councillors and councils and wonder how much of what you say might happen will actually happen.
Well, I think we've been very clear that this is an exercise in asking what people would like to achieve. I think that we were very clear when we were campaigning in the run-up to the election. We wanted to cancel the move of County Hall. We've done that. We wanted to start to address the issue of parking. We've started to do that through putting the surveys in place. We wanted to look at leisure facilities, look in particular at school places and the issues that have been brought about by the huge numbers of houses that are coming into the edge of the town. People have been, I think, really interested, engaged, and I've been overwhelmed by their positivity to the new council administration, both at county and at the town hall here. And you might expect me to say that, but it's not just me saying it. That really has come over, and it's been absolutely fantastic.
Do you get an impression that some people have been disappointed that Morpeth maybe had a bit of a rough deal in the past?
You know what? I think that Morpeth has always just wanted a fair deal. We're never asking for the earth. They just didn't want their town to be trampled all over on, and that was what they felt they were getting from the previous administration. And I have a great deal of sympathy with that view. That was exactly what was happening. We had phony consultations. We were told one thing and then something else was done instead, and that's not what they're getting from this administration. We're clear, we're open, we're honest, and that's what people have been appreciating when they've been coming in today.